Leonardo da Vinci is a name everyone associates with masterful paintings. The Mona Lisa, The Last Supper, timeless works of art celebrated worldwide. But to truly unlock the secret of his genius, we must look beyond the canvas. Leonardo was the quintessential Renaissance polymath, whose insatiable curiosity and boundless intellectual pursuits spanned far beyond art into engineering, anatomy, cartography, physics, and so much more. His genius was not confined to mastery in a single domain. It flourished at the rich crossroads of diverse fields, fueled by an endless drive to understand the world in all its complexity. Imagine a mind that questioned everything around it, not just how things worked, but delving deeper into the why. Questions like why is the sky blue, or how do birds manage to fly, were not trivial curiosities for Leonardo. They were gateways to insight, the sparks that ignited innovative thinking. Rather than accepting surface explanations, he pursued knowledge relentlessly, embracing a wide-ranging exploration that broke free from the limits of specialized disciplines. This fearless appetite for discovery laid the foundation for his astonishing ability to create connections others missed, whether between the anatomy of the human body and the subtleties of expression in his art, or between the mechanics of bird wings and his visionary flying machines. Leonardo's life challenges us to reconsider how we approach learning and problem-solving today. Instead of narrowing our focus to a single expertise, what happens if we cultivate a polymathic mindset? If we embrace expansive curiosity and never stop questioning, we create fertile ground for innovation. Leonardo did not just collect facts. He observed meticulously, tested his hypotheses, and documented everything in detailed notebooks filled with sketches, theories, and experimental insights, many only fully appreciated centuries later. This record of continuous inquiry and iterative refinement was his secret weapon, allowing ideas to evolve and mature like living organisms. The lesson is clear. Innovation thrives when curiosity knows no bounds. It demands crossing traditional borders of knowledge, joining art to science, technique to philosophy, observation to imagination. Leonardo's unquenchable desire to know more, to see more deeply, invited him into discoveries that were centuries ahead of his peers, from early studies of human anatomy so precise they resemble modern textbooks, to maps and mechanical designs that anticipated modern engineering principles. His work embodied a dynamic process, not a fixed product. Knowledge grew in layers through relentless questioning and experimentation, an endless journey rather than a finite destination. So, how can we unlock our inner Leonardo today? Start by cultivating a mindset that values why as much as how. Develop an unshakable curiosity that drives you to ask better questions, even about the most mundane things around you. Break free from limiting categories. Dabble in disciplines outside your comfort zone. Explore ideas from contrasting domains. Foster a habit of deep, patient observation that compels you to see beyond immediate appearances and explore underlying mechanisms and relationships. Imagine adopting a practice of relentless inquiry in your own life, capturing surprising questions and observations in a curiosity notebook, allowing your thoughts to wander widely, making connections that defy conventional wisdom. This mindset, rooted in the Renaissance ideal but perfectly suited for today's complex challenges, can open unexpected pathways to creativity and breakthrough innovation. Leonardo da Vinci's polymathic mind reminds us that creativity is not a finite resource reserved for a chosen few. Instead, it is a boundless capacity cultivated through curiosity, diverse interests, and a fearless embrace of the unknown. By channeling this approach, asking profound questions, connecting disparate dots, and never ceasing to learn, we can ignite our own innovative potential and discover new horizons in our personal and professional lives. As we begin this journey through Leonardo's extraordinary mind, keep this powerful question with you. How can we unlock our inner Leonardo to fuel creativity and innovation today? The path lies in embracing boundless curiosity and seeing every moment as an opportunity to uncover something remarkable. This opening chapter sets the stage for exploring not just the making of a genius, but how each of us can learn from his enduring legacy to reimagine the world with fresh eyes and an open mind. There are few skills more powerful than the ability to truly see. Not just glancing at the surface, but immersing your senses and mind to perceive the hidden layers beneath. Leonardo da Vinci called this saper vedere, or knowing how to see, and it was the cornerstone of his genius. In today's exploration, we dive into how Leonardo's mastery of observation and his pioneering fusion of art and science transformed mere perception into groundbreaking innovation, and how we can invite these lessons into our own creative journeys. Leonardo didn't regard seeing as a passive act. To him, it was an active investigation, a disciplined exercise in refining the senses to discern subtleties that others overlooked. His relentless curiosity drove him to study anatomy with unparalleled rigor, dissecting human bodies to understand the intricate muscles and nerves that compose a smile. This intense study was not just scientific, it was deeply empathetic, aimed at capturing the essence of human emotion. Take the Mona Lisa's famous enigmatic smile. It is no accident but a marvel crafted through shadow and light, meticulously painted using his sfumato technique to create blurred transitions that trick the eye and stir the subconscious. This technique, coupled with chiaroscuro, his masterful play of light and shadow, gave his subjects a lifelike presence, as if they might breathe and speak at any moment. But Leonardo's gift went beyond aesthetics. He understood that mastery of perception was a powerful design tool, a way of crafting experiences that resonate deeply with human psychology and emotion. His works are immersive and interactive in their complexity, engaging viewers in a dynamic relationship rather than passive observation. The Mona Lisa's smile seems to change when viewed from different angles or in different lights, evoking curiosity and emotional response. Here, Leonardo anticipated centuries of human-centered design thinking, innovation that transcends functionality and taps into how people feel and experience the world. At the heart of Leonardo's process was a disciplined practice of sketching and sensory exploration. He continuously practiced drawing as a means of training his senses, believing that sketching was not just art, but a fundamental tool to study and understand form, light, and movement. This practice invites us to embrace all our senses as creative allies. Consider taking a walk and consciously noticing not only what you see, but what you hear, smell, and feel. Using descriptive language or quick sketches to document this rich sensory information. In doing so, we sharpen our seeing and open new avenues for creativity and innovation. Leonardo's approach reminds us that innovation is not merely about what a product or idea does, but about how it is perceived and experienced. By designing with empathy and a refined sensibility to human perception, we create solutions that resonate on a deeper level, transforming mere utility into meaningful engagement. Whether you are an artist, engineer, entrepreneur, or simply someone seeking to bring more creativity into daily life, the lesson is clear. Cultivate your senses, study your subject with curiosity and empathy, and design with the user's experience at heart. As we move forward, let Leonardo's mastery of observation inspire us to look more deeply, listen more intently, and design more thoughtfully. Let us remember that the greatest innovations often arise from the art of perception itself, seeing not only with the eyes, but with the whole being. This is the legacy of saper vedere, the power of knowing how to see, waiting for us to awaken it within.
Imagine a mind so vast that it effortlessly weaves together the threads of art, science, and technology, creating innovations that not only dazzled the Renaissance world, but anticipated modern complexity itself. This is the genius of Leonardo da Vinci, whose concept of Connessione, the profound recognition of interconnectedness, serves as a beacon for disruptive innovation in any era. Today, we delve into how Leonardo bridged worlds that others kept separate, and how his holistic vision remains a powerful life lesson for us all. At the heart of Leonardo's approach was an unshakable belief that nature, art, and technology are not isolated realms, but parts of a vast, dynamic system. He didn't see a painting simply as an aesthetic object or a flying machine purely as a mechanical contraption. Instead, he embraced a systems thinking mindset long before it was formally named. Through meticulous observation and intricate notebooks filled with sketches and theories, Leonardo revealed the essential unity underlying the natural world and human creativity.
Take his inventions inspired by the flight of birds and bats. Leonardo's flying machines weren't mere fantasies, they were grounded in biomimicry, a biomimetic mindset that studies nature's principles to solve human challenges. By dissecting the mechanics of bird wings and airflow, he designed aerial screws and gliders whose shapes mimicked natural forms, anticipating both bioengineering and the modern design of aircraft. His parachute concept, a pyramid-shaped linen structure, was validated centuries later in practical tests, proving that inspired solutions from nature can be robust and ahead of their time. Leonardo's fascination with hydraulics offers another testament to his systems perspective. He didn't just study water flow as a singular phenomenon, but as a part of interconnected natural and mechanical systems. His gated canal designs operated on principles akin to today's canal locks, and his understanding of water eddies and flow dynamics informed his engineering innovations. These systems were envisioned not as isolated machines, but as components interacting within larger ecological and human-made contexts. What makes Leonardo's legacy especially instructive is the way he dissolved the silos between disciplines. He didn't compartmentalize his pursuits into art or science, but treated them as complementary expressions of the same underlying principles. Whether mapping landscapes with cartographic precision or capturing the nuanced anatomy beneath a smile, his cross-disciplinary mindset unlocked possibilities that purely specialized thinking often misses.
The life lesson here is profound. Cross-disciplinary thinking is not merely a nice-to-have, but a critical driver of breakthrough innovation. By viewing problems as part of dynamic, interconnected systems rather than isolated issues, we open pathways to solutions that are robust, sustainable, and transformational. Leonardo's notebooks, brimming with provisional ideas and unpolished drafts across fields, underscore the value of iterative learning fueled by diverse insights. For modern listeners, the practical takeaway is clear. In our complex world, challenges rarely fit neatly into single categories. To innovate disruptively, we must actively break down silos between fields, seek knowledge beyond our comfort zones, and nurture a holistic understanding of the systems at play. Whether you're an entrepreneur, artist, engineer, or educator, embracing interdisciplinary thinking enhances your ability to spot connections others overlook and to craft solutions that resonate deeply and broadly. This mindset invites us to see ourselves as bridge builders, linking islands of knowledge into a vibrant archipelago of insight. Systems thinking equips us to anticipate ripple effects, adapt solutions over time, and innovate with resilience. It encourages us to ask, how does this piece fit into the larger picture? What lessons can natural systems teach us about efficiency, adaptability, and balance? How can art inspire technology, and technology inform art in a continuous dance of creativity? In embracing Leonardo's Connessione, we don't have to replicate his genius, but rather embody his spirit of curiosity, openness, and synthesis. Today's most transformative innovations, from sustainable design and bio-inspired engineering to integrative healthcare and smart cities, trace their roots to this very principle. By consciously filtering our work through a lens that honors interconnectedness and complexity, we cultivate innovations that are not only novel, but deeply meaningful. As we conclude this exploration of bridging worlds, consider the boundaries you routinely encounter between departments, disciplines, or even your own interests. Imagine what could happen if you intentionally dissolved these barriers, allowing ideas to flow freely and merge in unexpected ways. By doing so, you channel Leonardo's timeless wisdom, pioneering new horizons where art, science, and systems thinking converge to drive the future. So, let this moment be an invitation and a challenge. Become a connector of ideas, a seeker of patterns across domains, and a cultivator of holistic understanding. In doing so, you honor a legacy that transcends centuries and forge a path toward innovation that reshapes the world with enduring impact.
In the final act of our exploration into Leonardo da Vinci's extraordinary mind, we encounter a blueprint for innovation that is as practical as it is profound, a framework that invites us to think, see, and create with the holistic vigor of a true Renaissance polymath. This is the Da Vinci mindset in action, distilled into 7 timeless principles that continue to inspire and guide modern innovators eager to tackle the complex challenges of our time. At the heart of Leonardo's genius was an insatiable thirst for knowledge, a relentless curiosity known as Curiositá. This was no passive kind of wonder, but an active probing force that drove him to ask not just surface-level questions, but to delve deeper. Why is the sky blue? How do clouds form? What makes a smile so compelling? For us today, embracing Curiositá means cultivating our own curiosity notebooks, small but powerful repositories where observations, questions, and ideas are captured and nurtured. Carrying this notebook everywhere, committing to jot down whatever sparks interest, transforms everyday moments into opportunities for insight. It's about never settling for simple answers and always challenging what we think we know. Next comes Sensazione, the mastery of observation and the continual refinement of our senses. Leonardo's exhortation to know how to see urges us to look beyond mere appearances with an artist's eye and a scientist's precision. This principle encourages us to engage in sensory sketches or quick drawings, not necessarily to produce art, but to sharpen perception. Taking sensory walks where we intentionally note scents, sounds, textures, and colors trains us to inhabit the present moment fully and feeds our creativity with rich detail. By doing so, we develop a heightened awareness that allows ideas to emerge from subtle connections others might overlook.
The Da Vinci mindset is inherently interdisciplinary, captured by the principles of Connessione and arte scienza. Leonardo refused to silo knowledge. He connected mechanics with biology, art with anatomy, engineering with music. This whole brain thinking, balancing logic and imagination, enabled him to create innovations that were greater than the sum of their parts. To embody this today, we must foster multidisciplinary explorations. Dive deeply into subjects from a variety of perspectives, combining seemingly unrelated fields. Perhaps astronomy inspires musical composition. Urban planning informs ecological conservation. This cross-pollination expands our creative horizons and primes us for breakthrough innovations that isolated thinking simply cannot achieve. Yet, integral to Leonardo's creative process was the capacity to embrace ambiguity, the principle of sfumato. Just as the Mona Lisa's smile subtly shifts and resists easy interpretation, so too must we learn to dwell comfortably in uncertainty, paradox, and complexity. Instead of rushing for neat conclusions, we open ourselves to diverse possibilities, welcoming the discomfort of not knowing as fertile ground for imagination. This involves divergent thinking, suspending judgment, and generating myriad ideas without fearing failure or contradiction. Embracing ambiguity nurtures resilience and flexibly prepares us to adapt to evolving realities.
Speaking of failure, Leonardo's principle of dimostrazione embodies the commitment to experimentation and learning through trial and error. His notebooks reveal a persistent cycle of testing, observing, adjusting, and refining. Rather than fearing mistakes, he viewed them as valuable stepping stones toward deeper understanding. To follow suit, we must celebrate failures as crucial data points, documenting lessons learned and iterating relentlessly. This mindset aligns perfectly with modern innovation frameworks like Agile and Lean, which prioritize rapid prototyping and continuous feedback. Adopting dimostrazione means prioritizing the process of discovery over the illusion of perfection, transforming setbacks into springboards for growth. A lesser-known but equally vital cornerstone of Leonardo's methodology is corporalità, the cultivation of physical and mental well-being. He understood that a healthy body supports a keen and creative mind. Leonardo himself was an athlete who valued grace, fitness, and ambidexterity, recognizing that balance and vitality fuel innovation. This principle reminds us to integrate physical health practices, exercise, diet, rest, into our routines as essential foundations for sustained mental agility and creative output. In a world that often idolizes burnout and relentless hustle, Curiositá calls us back to holistic self-care as a strategic advantage in innovation. To bring these principles from theory into life, consider how they naturally align with contemporary innovation cultures and methodologies. Agile development echoes Leonardo's iterative experimentation. Lean startups' build, measure, learn loop mirrors his persistent refinements. Multidisciplinary teams reflect his interdisciplinary ethos. The modern polymath, like Leonardo, navigates effortlessly across boundaries, embracing uncertainty with curiosity and sensory awareness, all while maintaining balance and well-being. This integration is not just a call to emulate a historical figure, but to channel his spirit in our own distinct journeys. It is an invitation to become modern polymaths, individuals equipped not only with specialized skills, but with a versatile mindset capable of weaving together diverse strands of knowledge to address problems comprehensively and inventively. In doing so, we honor Leonardo's legacy by transforming his timeless principles into practical strategies for today's innovators. So, what can you do starting now? Begin by carrying a curiosity notebook. Capture questions, observations, random inspirations. Practice daily or weekly sensory sketches to hone your observation skills. Intentionally explore subjects beyond your usual domain, cultivating whole brain thinking. Learn to sit with ambiguity, generating divergent ideas before narrowing focus. Celebrate your experiments and failures as crucial learning moments. And above all, nurture your physical and mental vitality, recognizing their vital role in sustaining your creative energy. By embedding these Da Vincian principles into your daily work and life, you equip yourself not just to survive in a rapidly changing world, but to thrive and shape it with creativity and resilience. Leonardo da Vinci was not just a man of the Renaissance, he was a beacon for all eras, reminding us that the pursuit of knowledge, the refinement of perception, and the courage to experiment are the timeless engines of innovation. As we close this chapter, reflect on this powerful legacy. The world's greatest innovations do not come from isolated genius, but from a passionate, persistent embrace of curiosity, observation, connection, uncertainty, action, and balance. Embrace the Da Vinci mindset and let it inspire you to become a modern polymath, ready to meet today's complex challenges with creativity, courage, and resilience. Your journey of discovery and innovation awaits.